What do you do if your website gets hacked? The problem is that if I were to search for this company, we've got Japanese. So this is a great way to know, did your website get hacked? You see something like this, the answer is definitely yes. Hello everybody, Brady here with Wonderful Digital. If you've got a WordPress website and you're seeing some crazy stuff, it's probably because it got hacked. But if you own a small business, whether you're a plumber, electrician, demolition, deck builder, any kind of small local business, and you see crazy things happening on your site, you want to try and take care of that as fast as humanly possible. When customers were to click on the Google business profile where their friend tells them, hey, you got to check this company out, and they go Google it or put it in their phone, all of those potential customers are coming to this page. So you're losing your leads, your potential customers, if you don't get this fixed immediately. So I'm going to do a quick run through of the site. This is a location in Colorado that does, it's a plumber that does water filtration, whole house water filtration. This is their previous WordPress website. It looks good, great, and dandy. Everything's up and running. The problem is that if I were to search for this company, we've got Japanese. So this is a great way to know. You see something like this, the answer is definitely yes. So you can see Japan is where the hack happened, and you can see check on all this traffic that just skyrocketed up there. So it took a little while for us to figure it out. Also, we've got these redirects. So if I click, it actually points me to some other crazy location, and it says you've been blocked, and it looks kind of scary, and all of a sudden you know you've got an issue. So I've actually looked at all the pages. So these are all pages that Google has looked at and said all of these pages belong explicitly to this website. We have pages and pages and pages of crazy search results. I click on any of these, you can see it takes us to somewhere we don't want to go. So quick overview from a analytics perspective. So you don't need to get super into the weeds of all these things, but again, you want to work with somebody that you trust that can look at all of these things. You can see we've got things that, like back in April, it's redirecting. So this link removed, this 301 means that it's somebody clicks on the website, it gets redirected to that unsecure crazy page. They keep continuing to publish it. Hey, here's a new one, but it's going somewhere else. This started happening a few months back. So they've got the page redirect that's going somewhere else. Last seen August 31st. So it's been about a month for all of the corrupted things to get pushed to then start populating and making things not work. Lots and lots of pages. These are called sitemaps. The amount of stuff that got pushed here is pretty crazy. Outside of the hacking issue or the plugin issue would be the performance. So you can look on Google and they'll tell you what a person on their phone actually sees when they get on your website. So this shows that we've got some issues with most things, but especially performance. So if I click on the website, going to the regular page, and it takes over 3 seconds to load that page. Most people are not going to wait 3 seconds. Basically, you have to be under 1 second for the page to load. We had these errors that were showing up where we couldn't even get to the website, so there were a lot of issues. Now, the way that we're fixing this, there were kind of two options that we could have taken. I spoke with the business owner, and we went with the recommended course of action. So option one would be, let's go in and try and find the malicious file or the corrupted file. Let's try and remove every single one of those pages. Let's go back to Google and say, Google, pretend like you didn't see those pages. Go into every one of their plugins. They had like 15 plugins. Many of them haven't been updated. The site hasn't been updated for a couple of years. Looking at that as a larger process, we decided that's going to be extensive, comprehensive, and likely pricey just to get the site back to where it was initially. Now, the site was not performing amazing from an SEO perspective. So SEO is search engine optimization. So if I go to Google or Bing or on your phone or DuckDuckGo, those are all search engines. And so how do we optimize a website to show up on the first page of what somebody is searching for? This is not a video on SEO or search engine optimization, but looking at the site, there's a lot that needs to be done for it in order to start showing up on the first page of Google. So the plan instead was to basically put a quick band-aid fix, which would totally remove the previous WordPress website with a brand new website. And so this thing could be removed entirely and no longer showing up in any kind of search results. So step one was we need to get this thing fixed with a new website that's up and live. And then we'll do a phase two and build an actual website that will be our long-term solution, redesigned. I don't think this thing was done for the last 4 or 5 years. It wasn't touched. If you haven't updated your site in the last 3 years or so, there's definitely going to be some issues, both from an outdated perspective as well as from a technical perspective. So this is the quick fix of, let's get in touch with Wonderful Digital. Let's get a website built as fast as humanly possible, basically pulling all of the content from the previous website, getting it as close as possible to a new website so that when somebody Googles you, again, they're not seeing this. We've got an interim solution of a brand new website that's built. You got a form that goes right to it. You can call them from your phone. If I click book online, it opens up their online scheduler. And then again, we've pulled in a lot of their content, their videos. We've basically taken everything that was on there and put it on basically a new website that again alleviates all issues with the corrupted WordPress website so that we can then spend the time that's necessary to go in and build a website for the future, for years to come, where they're showing up at the top of Google with the SEO baked into it. It's important that you don't just hire a web developer for these things. The web developer will most likely have no idea how their website get to show up number one or on the first page in Google. If you just build the website without an understanding of how to actually get found online, there's a good chance that development work is partially wasted and you're going to spend twice as much money, and now you need to go find somebody else, an SEO company, to jimmy rig the SEO back into the website to figure out how to get you found online. If you get in touch with Wonderful Digital, if you have a website that's built with that longer term approach of how can we build the website technically, visually, which pages you have, how they're structured, the URL, the address that goes in that search bar, how all those pieces are connected together in order to then have that future-facing search engine perspective that allows you to show up on the first page of Google when somebody is searching for the services that you provide. So make sure if you hire a web developer, you need to make sure that web developer doesn't just sing you a quick song about how great they build websites and that they can do some SEO plugins and it's SEO optimized. Most of the time you'll see almost no results from that, but you will have a nice website that you will know, you will see it, you'll find it, but most others will not come across it. So quick overview. We had a hacked website. What do you do if your website is showing up in Japanese or another language, or you've got pages that you don't know existed? What do you do if you see something scary like this? What do you do if you have nobody coming to your site? Something crazy happened. So we need to go in, remove all these pages, get everything updated so that you're not seeing something crazy. Get in touch with Wonderful Digital. We can build a really quick website for you so that you don't have major issues. It's necessary to change some of the back-end configurations. So it's pointing totally away from WordPress and it's a whole new website. It's a whole new thing. And then again, looking at that longer term solution. So this is a temporary website that we're putting up. It's much better than website under construction. It looks like an actual website, and then we'll build it properly for the longevity and the future to come. Any questions, feel free to shoot me messages, leave me comments, and I will try and respond to those as fast as possible. But stay busy, keep working, and enjoy the days that you can. We'll talk soon. Thank you.